first priority is to finalize the restructuring of ING Group, indeed. And on that we have been able to make a lot of progress over the last couple of months, but even more so over the last couple of weeks. We have announced last week the unwinding of the Alt-A transaction with the Dutch state. In addition to that, we announced another payment under the Core Tier 1 support that we received from the Dutch state. On the insurance side, we have been selling another tranche of our stake in the insurance operations in the US, and we are progressing in the preparations for our base case IPO for our insurance operations in Europe, in which we will now also include Japan. And we're doing all of that on top of providing good service to our clients. To start with the insurance results then, from that perspective, I think we're making good progress on the preparations for the IPO. Not only from a structuring and restructuring perspective, but also from an operational performance perspective. And this quarter's results have proven that. We see a higher investment income year on year, and we see tight cost control. So the transformation program that we have announced a year ago is really paying off and keeping costs under control. On the banking side, we see an improved result as well. Basically, on the interest margin, we see an improved result. We see that the costs are completely under control, and we see lower risk cost. Risk cost being the money that we have to set aside for companies and people and consumers that can't repay their loans. So we see a lower number there, but I want to be cautious because I don't see the economy really improving so much that for the next couple of quarters we could expect further lower risk costs. I think they will stay at this level. Well, let's take a look at Europe, because basically we are active in Europe. In Europe we certainly see positive signals. We see consumer confidence increasing. We see GDP growth expectations for next year, as well as we see that the labor market is turning for the better. But to be honest, I think we have to be realistic. Europe still needs a lot of work. We have to build a banking union. The government finances are not in order yet. And there's more work to be done for unemployment to really decrease. And in light of that, I think we all have to be optimistic in terms of working on it, but we have to be realistic as to whether this will lead to a strong recovery. I realize that the world around us is still very skeptical about the financial industry. So it's very important that we concentrate on restoring trust and caring for our customers. Now, as you know, restoring trust will take a while. It will have to be built up gradually by being more open, by being even more transparent, by simplifying our business, our services, by the way we communicate with our stakeholders. All those are small steps in restoring trust. On top of that, I think we have to show even more care for the society in which we work and the customers that we service. Those two combined will help us moving forward. And that's what I'm going to work on.